Medicine is a very academic field. It's a very honorable field. It's a profession, it's a vocation where people trust you when they need you the most. They don't have a chance really to do a lot of research, and where ethics come into play. And that's that combination of academics, meaning of knowledge, the ability to truly help, but to truly help those that need it, and they truly have to trust you and make a difference that way is something that drew me to the profession. The field of nephrology is a field where we study and treat and monitor all types of kidney diseases and conditions. So it has everything to do with the kidneys. Now mind you, most people say, hey, kidneys, you know, we have beans named after them, we have pools named after them, and even some car grills named after them. But really, they're kind of the unsung heroes. I mean, they hang out in the body, but they do a lot, and they do a lot of things behind the scenes. And part of that is controlling blood pressure and electrolytes and acid base, and nephrology is the study and the maintenance of all these functions that the kidney does. Nephrology is a fascinating field, one that's growing leaps and bounds every year, and one that's very intricate and complicated insofar as medicines and numbers and calculations. There's a lot of processes going on at once where you have to look at things a lot of different ways at the same time. That complexity and that critical nature of that organ, because if it starts to fail, it will drag in other organ systems like the heart and the lungs and vasculature and so forth. That attracted to me. So it's something where I can sit there and fine-tune the organ or fine-tune medicines or treatments, including lifestyle, to help that person continue to live a long, healthy life. The actual transplant itself, the surgery where the allograft is placed into the patient, happens outside the valley. Those are designated transplant centers that are approved by UNOS, the United Network of Organ Sharing, and the transplant societies. The post-operative care, the immediate post-operative care, it can be performed here in the desert. It can be performed here in the office, and the specialized labs that need to be drawn can be drawn actually at both area hospitals. Post-operative care is of utmost importance. The kidney transplant survival, how long that organ will last after it's placed in the recipient, really has to do with medicines and follow-up and diet. And in an effort to give that transplant the best option, the best chance at lasting as long as possible, what happens immediately post-transplant, the first 3 months, first 12 months, first couple years, is of utmost importance. That is needed to really get the transplant and the recipient moving in the right direction, the right foot forward from the get-go. And that makes a tremendous difference, a world of difference. Part of clinical care is always to maintain yourself current by reading, by going to the conferences, by presenting at the conferences, and really to do research yourself. I have the good fortune of continuing to present at conferences and perform research here in my office. As part of that research focus, the majority of my focus is spent with clinical care, but 10 to 15% of my time can be spent with research, with the help, obviously, of my staff that is devoted to that.